it's Sarah. I'm currently sitting on my floor to do this, and I'm sorry if the camera angle or whatever is kind of shitty. It's taken me like 3 or 4 goes to get it right. Today I just wanted to do a little January wrap up and also a book review on what has to be one of my new favorite books, Lost and Found by Brooke Davis. If you follow me on Twitter or anything like that, you've probably seen me tweet about it a couple of times. It's just amazing. This book is written from 3 perspectives. Agatha Panther, Carl the Touch Typist, and Millie Bird. Millie is a young girl who experiences a lot of death and things dying around her and loss and abandonment, and she kind of struggles with how to deal with that and how to, you know, just how to cope and things like that. She makes some new friends along the way. She meets Agatha Panther and Carl the Touch Typist, and they basically end up on this gigantic adventure together, and it's amazing. Like, the story is amazing, the settings, it's through Australia, it's just, everything about it is amazing. The thing that I loved the most about this book and that I really wanted to talk about is Millie Bird's point of view. I have never seen someone write so well as a child. She's only 7 and she's written like a 7-year-old, which I think would be a very difficult thing to do. I mean, unless you are actually 7 years old, it's hard to get back into that mind space. I fell in love with all of the characters. Agatha Panther, who is someone that, you know, you wouldn't really think that you would like, since she does kind of come off as like a bitter and upset and grumpy and just a really narky older woman. When I say older, she's in her 80s, she's 82. Yeah, you kind of just would expect that you wouldn't really like her, but there's just something about, she's just so unusual and so quirky, and I think all of us can see a little bit of ourselves in her as well, especially with her inner monologue, which is more of an outer monologue. And Carl the Touch Typist, just Carl, I just really fell in love with him in the way that he loves and the way that he, you know, he's just such a romantic character, but he's just so himself. He's so normal as well. Like, they're really believable characters because they have those kind of quirks and weird things about them that make them so different, and it's the kind of thing that always makes me wonder, like, I wonder if I have quirks and weird things about me that, you know, if people put it in a book, it would be an interesting character. Yeah, it's just an incredible book, and I loved reading from all the different perspectives. It was pretty fast paced, there was always something going on, always a new adventure, always a new situation, always something to look forward to, and I definitely recommend that you pick this up, either from your library or, you know, wherever you can get a copy. Check it out on Goodreads, and I'll have a review blog post up for it as well, which I will post in the bit down below the description. As for January wrap up, because this one is filmed right at the end of the month, which is lucky, I will show you guys what I read this month. I don't know if you can see them all. Obviously, Lost and Found by Brooke Davis. I read State of Grace by Hilary Badger, which honestly I picked up because I just like the way the cover feels. I actually really enjoyed this book. I may do a review on that one soon as well. I read Mad Adam by Margaret Atwood because she is my absolute queen. She's amazing, an incredible writer, and I love all of her books, and I want to reread this trilogy because it's just incredible and I love it, and if you haven't read it, read it. The Unlikely Pilgrimage of Harold Fry, which you guys know that I read because my last book review was on this, unless you've only just started watching my videos, in which case you can find it in my book related playlist. A Game of Thrones by George R.R. Martin, which took me, I actually started this last year and finished it at the start of this month. I got halfway and then I was like, oh, I need a break, I need to read something else, and then as soon as I picked it up again I was like, so taken with it. I couldn't put it down, and now I'm going through my TBR jar to do my reading, like pick books out, and I'm just like, oh, I really want to read the next one, but I'm going to wait until I pull it out of the jar because otherwise what's the point of a TBR jar? Sam Shepard plays two amazing, I absolutely loved Buried Child and Curse of the Starving Class. Sam Shepard is an amazing playwright. I got to see True West back in high school as a play on stage, obviously, because no plays get done. And it was incredible. I recommend picking this up as well. I definitely, can I just like not? I just can't speak to it. I just recently, last night, actually finished reading Utopia by Sir Thomas More. And oh my god, it was so wordy and long, and I know it was written around 500 years ago or something. I'd love to just see a dumbed down version of it, just so I can actually read it and enjoy it. But yeah, I'm gonna have to read this one again. The other book that I read this month was right at the start of the month, which is What Came Before. It took me a while to get into, which I mentioned in another book video that I did, I think, or something like that. I don't know. I really like the cover. I don't usually enjoy covers with people on the front. I prefer like interesting graphics, kind of like the Margot Atwood books. But this was actually really interesting, a very interesting look into a very disturbing story. I don't want to give too much away, and I feel like anything that I say beyond what's on the back is going to give away a lot. And while we're here, this is my TBR jar. I've just got a little jar from the Kmart and some $2 paper from the reject shop, and cut it up, wrote down the names of books that I have yet to read. A TBR jar is a really good idea if you are indecisive like me and you have a lot to get through and you don't know where to start, and it also kind of lets you track how much work you have done and how much you have read. So as that jar empties, you can be like, yes, I'm accomplishing something. I have a WordPress blog which I'll link below. I have done one blog post so far on the Harold Fry story, and now I'm going to do one on Brooke Davis's Lost and Found. I will also probably do reviews for each of the other books that I've read this month separately, so that it's easy to get through, and kind of just upload them sporadically as I go. But yeah, the big ones, the ones that I really enjoy and really want you guys to read, will be the ones that are on Saturdays. So thank you so much for watching. Please check out my blog if you want to. Follow me on Twitter, hit me up on Facebook and Tumblr and wherever you want. All the links are below. Thank you again so much for watching, and I will see you guys next Tuesday and Saturday. Bye.